Here's one thing I learned last night about Joel Embiid. He really responds to negative criticism. He really likes negative reinforcement. Remember when he was booed before, then he dunked and got everybody back? Well, last night, the Sixers gave up a huge lead to the Hawks, and they were booed as they started the fourth quarter. So what did Joel Embiid do? He went off, sealed the game, finished with a career-high 49 points. Jalen Rose, what do you think about this performance from Joel Embiid?
It was a terrific performance. I love to see him playing with productivity and aggression, attacking the paint, contesting and or blocking every shot, going after every rebound on both backboards, playing big, playing physical. That's what I like to see him doing, getting rim runs, getting duck-ins, getting catches on the box. That's what I appreciated the most about his game. The whole psychological part and the personality of how he performs and talks to the media, that's really just the showmanship of Joel Embiid. That doesn't minimize that when he played against the Greek Freak, the Bucks and that team had their way against the Sixers. So now you're playing against the Hawks. There's no Ben Simmons. It's an opportunity for you to get more touches and for you to play the way you did. And yes, he was dominant on their home floor, getting the win versus the lottery-bound Hawks.
Well, you mentioned no Ben Simmons, and that is definitely a concern for the Sixers because Ben Simmons is out, not with like a sprained ankle or something that you understand. He's out with a back ailment that still hasn't necessarily been described. We don't know what the timetable is. How concerning is this back injury for Ben Simmons and the Sixers?
I'm extremely concerned because we talk so much about Ben Simmons not attempting shots outside of the paint and only making a couple of three-point attempts in his career. That would be the equivalent of a power back who constantly only ran between the tackles. You're taking a different pounding. And so he continues to drive to the basket constantly and contort his body. He jumps awkwardly so many times off the wrong foot, wrong hand, and vice versa. He's really a terrific finisher, almost ambidextrous around the hoop. So based on those twists and those movements for a guy that's dealing with a back injury at his age, you hope that it's something that they can start to heal, that it doesn't become recurring.
Absolutely, and I think that people always know about Simmons' playmaking and what he does on offense, but specifically this season, he has been so good on defense. They're really going to miss Ben Simmons, and as we get closer to the playoffs, this back thing is bad. You know what I mean? Because hopefully he doesn't need a procedure. Hopefully we find out that just a little bit of rest, but they need Ben Simmons for sure.
We're so glad you're watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports and analysis, download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, make sure you subscribe to ESPN+. We'll see you there.